Hey guys, Scott here. Today, let's talk about boycotts. There has been a circulation for boycotting DBD on the mentioned date, June 26th to 27th. I've seen it on Reddit, seen it on forums, seen it on Twitter, seen it on replies and things like that. It seems to be a thing that people want to try, and, I'm all for you guys trying it. I think it's, it doesn't hurt anybody to try it. But here's the problem. It doesn't hurt anybody to try it. And I think that's the issue. It doesn't hurt anybody, including behavior. And I want to go over why boycotting does not really do anything in this particular scenario. This may be a cynical video, but I know my behavior, and I know what's going to happen if people boycott the game. Absolutely nothing will happen, because, first of all, let's look at the actual nature of the boycott. People that will do this will be the minority. Even, if it gets a lot of upvotes on Reddit, gets circulated around forums, things like that, even if content creators talk about it, it's still going to be the minority that actually does this. So no matter what, it's never going to be a majority, but let's just pretend it is. Let's pretend that every single person that plays this game stops playing for 2 days. Okay, so what effect does that have? Still nothing, because the problem is the way that this date is set. People have already purchased the Resident Evil DLC. They've already purchased the cosmetics. They've already spent the money of the 3-month chapter. It's not like it's an ongoing service like WoW, where you have to pay a subscription to play, and, every day you're not playing. It doesn't work like that. People have already given them the money for this chapter, and then in 3 months, they'll do it again. So even if everyone did stop playing, it doesn't matter. That people playing Dead by Daylight doesn't give them money. It's having a player base, and as soon as the 2 days is over, the player base will just return. But just people not playing the game doesn't really harm them in any way, because people have already bought what they're going to buy. And you know what? Let's even assume that it somehow did hurt them in that way. Here's exactly what behavior's response would be. It would say on Twitter, "We see the community complaints, and we absolutely feel for you. We're embarrassed as a company to have let you all down so much. As compensation, here's 1 million blood points." Like, they're just going to do that shit again, and it's not going to do anything. People will go, "Whoa, 1 million blood points, that's a fucking lot." And then then it'll just not do anything. And even if, we're going 5 layers of hypothetical deep here, even if they actually said, "Okay, we're actually going to start changing stuff now. We're sorry, we're actually going to do stuff," and they meant it, it still doesn't change the fact that they are enormously slow at changing things. That's the main reason why the game is like this. They're just very slow at making changes. Even if you have less players playing the game, it doesn't suddenly make them better at coding, or just they don't just gain skills out of nowhere. They still just sort of do things very, very slowly. It's not really going to change anything. And so I think boycotts like this, while admirable, and I understand where you're coming from, it doesn't do anything, because at the end of the day, after that 2 days are over, what are you going to do? Play the other game in this genre? What other game in this genre? There is none. You have Identity V, which is like a jank Eastern mobile phone game. I don't know. That's basically all you got. You don't really have any other options. Every game that has tried this formula has essentially failed. And this, I'll bring it to the main point, and it's a point I brought up a bunch of times. The only thing that will actually make Dead by Daylight change at the rate that people think it should is competition. That's the only thing that will ever do that. Because if they lose players for 2 days, and then the players just come right back, they have lost absolutely nothing. However, if another game begins siphoning their player base off, that's a different story. That will force them to actually make changes and compete, because they have to, or people will go to the other game. And that will lead to an eventual money loss when those players are not in DBD anymore to buy the new stuff every 3 months. And that will be a problem for them, and that they'll have to actually do something about. But until that happens, as long as there's no competition, they essentially have a monopoly on the genre. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They could they could literally tweet, "Hey guys, blow us." And what are you going to do? You can just stop playing the game, but if you find the game fun, you're probably going to keep playing it. And unfortunately, for the health of this game, a lot of people find this game fun. I still find the game very, very fun. And because of that, nothing is really going to change until they have competition. So, I can recommend the boycott. I can endorse it all I want, but at the end of the day, it's not going to do anything. The only thing that will actually make them change is competition or somehow organizing everybody that plays this game to not buy anything anymore, which is impossible. You can't do that ever. So I don't even see the point in trying to organize that. Like I said, these posts and these forum posts and things like that, they are the minority. Most people won't even see or even know that these boycotts exist. And I don't know if you guys remember the Modern Warfare boycott when I believe they were switching like the lobby system. There was an infamous meme with that where there was a whole Steam group of boycott Modern Warfare 2. I think it was Modern Warfare 2. And then on the day of the boycott, you could go to the Steam group and see everybody was in the game. So no one actually boycotted it. I think that kind of shit happens here too. It seems like a nice gesture, but at the end of the day, it's not going to do a damn thing. The only thing that'll fix this game is competition or everybody collectively stopping spending money on it, which I don't think is a thing that could ever happen. So that's it. Sorry about the cynicism here, but I know behavior. I know this is not going to do a damn thing. It sucks, but we just basically got to bend over and take it until there's some competition right now. I don't know what else to say. It sucks. Seems like a defeatist attitude, but they have no business incentive to do anything else. So I don't even blame them. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.